Hey, this is Ben Watanabe at NESN Fuel. I'm joined today by Luis Godoy of Newton North High School's automotive program. One of the most common problems you're going to run into with your car is a dead battery. We're going to talk to you today about how to check that so that you don't end up by the side of the road or in your driveway with nowhere to go. It's really a very simple process. There are a few things that you need to remember just for safety. One is negative terminal. So first off and last on when you're replacing. Second thing is gloves, safety goggles, safety first. Can't get any other eyes, and battery acid can be very, very toxic. So let's take a look. So here's our battery on a 2005 Acura TSX. You can see this Acura battery has been loved. I'm not sure exactly how old it is. It's probably older than most toddlers. So first off, we're going to look at, how do you just do a visual assessment of the condition of the battery, Luis?
All right, first off, when you're looking at your battery, you want to tell if there's corrosion or if there's a lot of it.
So what Luis has here is a dedicated battery tester. This is going to basically do all the work for you. But why don't we have Luis show you how to do it with the official machine here.
All right, so the battery tester tests the battery when there's a load on it. So what you want to do is you want to attach your negative terminal to the black. Usually it's always black. Then you want to attach your positive terminal to the red. And so this is what the battery looks like when the load is on. So you can tell right now that the battery isn't good because it's in the red zone, and usually you want it to have 12 volts running through it, or 10 to 12 volts running through it, and right here it's saying that you've only got 1 volt going through it.
So let's take this awful battery out, and let's put in a new one.
So usually what you want to do is you want to take your clamp off first. Clamp is what keeps the battery from moving around when the car's in motion. Next, what you want to do is you want to take your negative terminal off, and you want to make sure that there's no touch in between the terminals because batteries are highly explosive. Next, what you want to do is take off your positive terminal, which is usually red because red is the universal color for positive. And now that you've successfully taken off both terminals, you want to make sure that you're not shaking the battery around when you're taking it, so it's not like touching any pieces of metal or anything like that. Just want to remove the cover and take out your battery carefully. Pretty dirty. Next, what you want to do is take your new battery and you want to carefully place it in. Make sure the red side is with the red side and the black side is with the black side.
This is a handy little tool. It's a couple bucks. You can get it at an auto parts store. But basically, it's just you can use it and clean all that stuff out.
All right, next what you want to do is you want to take your plastic caps off. Usually they're going to be a tiny bit difficult to take off, but you should be able to do it. You always want to take off your negative terminal first, but you always want to put it on last.
As you can see, checking the battery replacement is not really complicated, but it's also pretty important to do fairly often so that you don't end up in a situation where you really see the battery in the condition that we saw it in. Fortunately, now this car has a brand new battery. It's going to start up and run like a beauty. For Luis Godoy of Newton North High School's automotive program, Ben Watanabe, NESN Fuel, thanks for joining us.